Honda VF500F2, sometimes known as an interceptor, for sale on eBay. The bike comes with a paperwork which amounts to this section of the V5 registration document only. Unfortunately, the last owner got confused and sent off the wrong bit to Swansea, although that bit hasn't come back to me as yet, and I'm not absolutely sure it will do. He says he sent it, but I don't know for sure, so you're going to have to apply for another one of those using that. I've done an HPI check on the bike that shows the bike is all completely clear. No accidents or finance or anything else there in the bike's history to be concerned about. Just looking around the bike, there's a few little things to point out. The bike has been in storage for quite a long time and it's been cleaned and protected with the WD-40, and you will see around the bike an oily film all over the engine and the switches and that kind of thing, so that wants washing off to improve the appearance of the bike. The ignition switch was replaced at some point, but possibly with the wrong one, and as a result, although you can start the engine, some of the lighting isn't as it should be, so you've either got to adjust the wiring on that or get a switch which is more suitable for that. The starter solenoid is worn on the bike. You sometimes have to bridge the two main connections on the solenoid to start the engine. When you do that, it starts first time every time, so that proves that the starter motor is working as it should do and the battery is got enough go in it to start it. There's that. The speedo isn't working, so that means the mileage isn't right. The lighting, as I pointed out with that ignition switch, isn't all as it should be, so you need to look into that and, as I say, either adjust that ignition switch wiring or change the switch. The last owner had fed the wires into the right hand glove box for that, and he's kind of taped it up, so that one's sorting. The tick over on the bike seems a bit low, it seems to stall sometimes, and the engine itself sounds mechanically quiet and seems to run all four cylinders as it should do. It runs sort of surprisingly well considering what the rest of the bike is like. The choke isn't working, which makes it a little tricky to start. Seems like it may not be connected, not really sure, haven't looked. The left hand exhaust can wobble, so if you get hold of the end of it you can wobble it so it's loose. It has been welded here at some point and I haven't looked to see why it wobbles, but it does wobble. Also, the baffling in the exhaust is swollen, and although these exhausts are original fitted pipes, the baffles are looking old with the swelling there. That's a sign that they're on their way out. The panels are, generally speaking, loose-ish on the bike, and the brackets kind of what looking at. They're not all that secure, but they're not going to fall off either. If you did nothing to it, it wouldn't really matter, but it's just the feel of the bike when you're cleaning it with them sort of wobbling and that kind of thing. There's no mirrors on the bike, no mirrors that go with it either. The front tyre valve is getting perished, so you want to change that immediately, because if you go and put an airline on it you could push the valve off and lose all your air. In fact, I think air was leaking out of it when I last looked at it. So there we go. Good luck with the bidding.